Hey guys, and welcome back to my F1 2015 career mode. We're in Spain, round 5, we're with Fernando Alonso. We're in P13 championship. After picking up our first points round Bahrain, we're going to continue. And continue again. And this should be a good one. It's quite difficult in Spain. It's got a couple of longish straights. One long straight, one not so long straight. The second sector and the third sector should be okay for us, but yeah, is it second sector? No, the first sector apart from the straights and the second sector apart from the straights should be okay for us.
Welcome to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia for the Spanish Grand Prix. Over the next few minutes, the teams will be heading out onto this classic Formula One track for what we're expecting to be a very hectic practice session. Catalonia saw its first race back in 1991, and the drivers are really familiar with this circuit, as it's also been used extensively as a testing track over the years as well.
Well, it's a fast-flowing circuit that really pushes drivers and cars to their limits. There are 2 DRS activation zones, but the best overtaking opportunity for the drivers is in the second DRS zone along the main straight.
They may be great friends off the track, but as we well know from history, friendships are hard to sustain whilst you're battling it out for supremacy within a team. How's the relationship between Seb and Kimi surviving under these pressures?
I think Kimi enjoys working with Seb. They certainly feel comfortable around each other, but don't let that laid-back exterior fool you. Kimi is still the Iceman, and he'll want to assert himself against the 4-time world champion and prove that he can come out on top.
Oh, there we go. Of course we aren't going to do practice. There's apparently potential rain, which could be different. We haven't raced in the rain yet. Let's have a look at the Monza, see what it's saying. So in about 20 minutes, it doesn't really affect us. It could affect us for the race, depending on if there's rain in the race. So if it was a full practice session, we would be getting rain 45 minutes into it. Anyway, of course, like always, I'm going to do this off camera, and I will join you guys for qualifying. Here we go, guys. It's shit. We seem to be serving our teammate by a tenth of a second. Well, 14th. And it's just shit, because like Ricardo's faster than us on the prime tyres. I'm slower than I expected to be for the first race of the European season. The engine overheats like an absolute bitch every time I go near the throttle, so my engine's literally red coming on to start finish straight, and that's what I use to cool down my engine. I can't go into rich because it'll overheat the engine. I can't go into standard because it will overheat the engine. I have to keep it in lean sometimes just to get the engine cool again. It's that bad. And our pace isn't really good anyway, so it makes no difference. 14th though isn't too bad. It could be worse. Well, it could be like
qualifying
last.
Session is about to start here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia, and what a cracker of a session we're expecting it to be. Spain is one of those tracks that can create unexpected results, so it's very difficult to know who might be strong here in today's qualifying.
If you can put together an efficient package with a good compromise between downforce and straight line speed, you can catch the other teams out here, just like Pastor Maldonado did back in 2012. Ferrari have a good track record at this circuit, but my money is on Mercedes to have a strong qualifying session here today.
Well, yeah, obviously his money's going to be on Mercedes. Isn't that like what everyone's money's on? Oh well, we have got a setup, so it's not good actually. We're going to keep it anyway because we might as well. Oh my god. Really has just put us right into the, like, wow. Oh my god. We're not shit through the first corner. Oh, come on, car. I think we may have P2. We technically have P1 at the moment. Oh my god, no way. Hamilton's ran off with it. You can see the engine's overheating all fucking ready. This shitty Honda engine. Come on, Honda, fix this crap. Jesus Christ, the engine. It's overheating on fucking standard on a straight. Oh. Guess if I just always keep it in 7th gear, it'll be fine. Will just blow up. Come on, around the last corner, pedal to the metal. So we lose all our time. I'm P8 because our engine's shit. I'm gonna have to just stick it into lean because, yeah, I'm gonna have to put it into lean for the last sector or something because it's just unbelievable.
Qualifying performance from Mercedes today, with both cars on the front row for the race tomorrow.
They're going to be unstoppable in the race tomorrow. That's if they can stay 1-2 by the end of the first corner, as there are some fast starters behind them.
Well, we got P8. We were 1.6 off the pace. We were on the pace in the first sector. I mean, if we have a quick look at the race director. I don't know how to do it. I don't know, look at the race director. Left back. That's that one there. Oh, well. So if we view our lap time, you can see our first sector was 22.8. Hampton, his was a 23.0, so we were quite a bit faster than him, and of course Nico Rosberg was slower than him, I think. But yeah, just. There you go. It tells me that I'm human, which is really nice. That also tells you that the AI are in Legends, but I don't know why you need to know that because you set it, didn't you? Anyway, let's go to the race.
Welcome to the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya here in Spain for what is expected to be a very closely contested race. We knew this was a track that suited the Mercedes well, but no one would have expected that Lewis Hamilton would have created such a gap to his rivals in qualifying. If he stays out of trouble and the car continues to perform, well, victory should surely be a formality.
He'll want to end this weekend on a high after yesterday's fantastic performance, but he's going to have a lot of competition. I doubt he'll be expecting an easy race, especially considering the teams around him.
It was a disappointing race last time out for Lewis Hamilton. He needs to bounce back today. In the pre-race interviews, he's been talking a lot about the importance of mental strength and not dwelling on problems and bad performances.
Lewis can wear his heart on his sleeve and at times is led by his emotions. I think since his move to Mercedes though, he's showing a greater level of maturity, which is helping him become more consistent in his performances.
So there we go. We tried a couple of sort of starting on the prime tyres and going on to options. However, I don't really think that made much difference at all. In fact, I just found like the options just ended up feeling shit at the end of the race. So we're just going to go for the standard starting on primes. Hopefully our teammate will do something different. We have a look at race strategy. Anyway, I'm going to say it's taking about 25 minutes this race. These tyres last... how long do these tyres last? About 7 to 8 laps these should last. And then we got 11 to 12. How many laps are there? 17. Yeah, our tyres should be fine. We shouldn't have any issues with tyres. Anyway. Is this strategy? I see. Strategy 1. Don't I? There's not exactly a strategy 2. Maybe I have to do a longer race for it to be another strategy. Right, let's start this Grand Prix. Okay, here we go. Fuck. Awful start. Fuck off. Oh god, it's like a... Mania! Behind us. We've got 1 point at the moment. Got to try and get more than that because we're going to be so slow on the straight. We've overtaken Grosjean. Our engine's already overheating somehow. This is an awful track for overheating. Please don't have to come here too often. I mean, seeing how early I'm shifting up, I'm even going to gear 4 for that corner. I can keep this in gear 6 because it's just that bad. Gonna go to lean. Can't overheat now. Awful lot of understeer. I would add more weighting, but that means we're going to be even slow in the straight, which we just can't afford. Yeah, at least we can go to standard then for the straight without it blowing up. And Verstappen's closing in at us on the right rate of knots. He's going right. We're not going to try the move though. Wise decision, young man. Oh God. Ooh. Come on. Good. No, going a little bit wide. In fact, unbelievably wide. Very well. Oh my God! It's Kvyat. He's facing backwards. That lean really does us some good because I haven't had any overheating issues. Maybe that's just a trick. Just gotta make sure you need to control the temperature in this last sector. Maybe something about this last sector just means it's gonna be hotter than normal. I suppose you're in the lower gear, so you're trying to accelerate a little bit faster. Last bit a little bit. Should I have DRS next lap? Well, saying we can stay on to the behind of Ricardo. Verstappen looks quite a way away in our rear view mirror. Almost going too wide and off the track.
Data shows the tyres are okay right now. We anticipate good levels of grip for the next few laps at least.
Good. That means that we shouldn't have any tyre issues at all. And there seems to be quite a train. What a reason there's a Ferrari going slowly. And the Ferrari's going, not just going slowly, he's been hit off. Whoa! Oh my God! That's incredible. So what's hang on? What's happening here? Got Raikkonen on Kvyat, and Kvyat sort of hits him. Is that Kvyat? No, isn't it? That's last time. Why does this change? Hell. I see. So hang on. All right. Let's go from here. Oh my God! Did not expect to start there because of course we were behind or something in the Lotus of wherever that was. Hopefully it means they don't have contact, but they still somehow do. I don't know. Their craft seems to be shielding going on the outside, Ricky. Oh my God! Rejoin the track fairly safely. Do you need to turn off these flashbacks. I need to remember to turn them off. I did double or something, just so I can remember to turn them off, otherwise I use them.
Really going for it. He's just put in the best lap of the race so far.
Oh, that's rubbish. Ah, I'm on lean as well. Shit. Oh my god. The car feels odd now. Oh, look at that. Just put it down to 5th, then back up to I put it down to 5th, I think I did. I just put it down to 5th to get that little bit of extra traction, which would have caused a little bit of oversteer, so I was able to cut back inside Verstappen. But we are P8. We officially have points for McLaren. They're going to be able to do rich on the straight. We'll have to test that out. Was that being the main straight, not that straight we just did? Oh, fuck! Oh, we got a little bit of a boost from behind. Oh, this has been a rubbish. I hate this last sector. I'm a massive fan on this track. I did win here in AOR, but I'm not a fan of it. Very, I don't know, I just find it boring. Seem to have far better straight line speed. Could catch up. I reckon we can catch up to Ricardo. Forgot whether we qualified in front of him or behind him. Ooh, we could just about do rich fuel down that straight. So they're going to be battling up ahead, which is good for us because it means we have a bit of a chance to catch up. Let's have a look at our tyres in a sec. I think they're fine though. I'm going to ask about the weather. I know it's very sunny now, but it was raining in practice and I didn't actually get to look at the weather. In fact, I don't think you can you? Tyres are looking okay, the rears are a bit meh. Shit. Oh my god, I had to sneeze. I closed my eyes for going around that corner, Jesus Christ. I don't know what happened there. I tend to brake early in this game and then try and get better corner speed. That's kind of how I've always been. I generally brake early, get the line into the corner, then floor on the exit. I know how to brake late. I've done some brake lating manoeuvres into my time and hits people off. Shit, I think we forgot to go down to lean. Did we? No, we didn't. Oh, Master's engine's got blown. Oh, that's a take avoiding action. No. I was gonna say illegal overtake. Oh, fuck off. if you get too far ahead of someone, it becomes not illegal because they find out that it was probably avoiding action. I mean, yes, it was I did overtake Massa off the track, but his engine had blown up. So let's have a look at what actually happened, but we can't really, can we? I won't. I won't. Oh, come on. I'm gonna do my tyre strategy. Boxes now. Even if these tyres do feel okay. We're P1! We're leading a Grand Prix! Who's that in front of us? Oh shit, is that Maldonado? Crap. Our tyres are not too bad. I don't think they've quite got the scaling right on a 25%. I've never had it nearly close to any tyre issues. I'm not sure about you guys, but I know from other people who I've raced against online and stuff, they reckon it's the same. They don't really have any issues. Unless you spin up. If you start spinning up the tyres and stuff, then you'll find you're going to have quite a few issues. But that Petri, that's just wonderful. Should come in on the I wish they fixed that timer. That timer never shows up for us. At least it doesn't for me. I'm not sure about anyone else on the PC, but come on, McLaren, good stop now. Try and get 2.2, 2.4, not too bad. Gives you a lot more sense of how fast the stop is when you're actually in the pits.
Strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Starts to crap on that first lap.
Raikkonen's taking the lead.
Raikkonen, really? Wow. Oh my god. So close to losing it. I don't know how I managed to hold that.
We have around 60% of our starting fuel remaining at this stage.
60%, we're over halfway, 19 laps. Just over halfway. Tyres really do need to get up to heat. I've got no grip. Doing better than I expected. Ooh, come on. Come on, grip, tyres, grip. Now I'm just going to try and burn up the rears a little bit out of this final couple of corners, and that's okay. Oh shit. Doing a decent job there, really nailing those apexes nicely. Now, the racing line, I would say, isn't quite true there. You want to kind of do what I just did there, rather than what Codemasters suggest you do. The reason for that is because you get far more extra speed, and you can take the corner close to flat out as well if you get a good line. have to lift off for, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 attempts if you take the Codemaster line. Now some people there will shift up into 6th. I have done that a couple of times. Some people will also do what I just did, and that's just leave it in 5th. I think I'm going to shift up to 6th. Engine did just get a little bit hot just by leaving it into 5th. That's what I like about this game. You really have to manage that engine. I mean, I forgot the last time on an F1 game where I had to go into lean for something for a reason other than to come into pits. Again, straighten up, put it up into Rich. In Ricciardo, gap has stayed fairly similar, which is good because if he gets into battle, I mean we may be able to catch him up. So we've got a few laps. We're on lap 11 of 17. 6 laps to go. Oh, that's not good. Oh crumbs, that's not good either. Really trying to get the car turned in. That front left's getting extremely hot. Decent through there. You're gonna put it up into. Yes, I always shift down to 5th over that corner. I always make sure you take that corner in 5th, but it's always a good idea to go up to 6th, otherwise you'll find out that he's just sneezed there. Now I wonder if he was trying to do it quietly, because he did some serious interesting manoeuvre. He literally his eyes almost came out of his head. It's a rather incredible scene. But yeah, you still want to make sure that you shift down into 5th, otherwise you're not going to get the weight onto the front of the car. We are definitely closer to Ricciardo by a considerable amount of time. Oh no, we're not. Who's that then? That must be a lapped car. Oh fuck. Is that a Red Bull? Or Toro Rosso? Maybe it's just Toro Rosso. Gonna get an update on the car behind, I think.
Shadows behind you. A 6-second gap separates you. 6 laps to go.
It's Toro Rosso. Oh no! Damn. Engine's overheating like an absolute shit bitch. Just take this really slowly now. As well put it into lean as well, because otherwise it is just going to overheat. That's what I mean, if you make one mistake with the engine, it really does compromise your whole run. So now Verstappen's just 3 seconds behind rather than 6. At least his car isn't that much faster than us. They've got the Renault engine, it's not the best package. So Rosberg is seriously OP in this career mode. And Hamilton should be destroying the field. Rosberg relatively close behind. Managed to get our temps under control. Our tyre wear should be non-existent, which it is. And these last apparently what was it? 11 to 12 laps or something, I think. Maybe longer. So yeah, we shouldn't have any issues with these, which is good. So I do know that this McLaren has awful engine heat management, because I've driven the Ferrari a lot with Marco online, and that's been unrealistic, and on the and equal performance, all that kind of stuff. I've driven Mercedes on single player as we almost lose a back end, and you don't really need to manage your engine heat that much. You can do it at virtually a full lap of rich around some tracks. I mean, and with this you wouldn't be able to put it into rich on every single straight and then leave it in standard. It would just always, it would permanently be hot. Well, it looks like Carlos Sainz's teammate Max Verstappen is quite close to behind him, or me, meaning he's gonna. Means that, oh shit, we're only 1 second ahead of Max. Alright, he's gonna overtake his teammate. I'm guessing he's gonna make it easier for his teammate to pass than it is for us. Oh, come on. And he gets nicely out of the way, actually. That's really good to see. But actually, Codemasters have released a patch and online seems to be less broken. Everyone stays synced. The contact model isn't ideal, but everyone stays synced, which is good. It's almost league raceable with the current, almost, they just need to fix the bit of contact model and add the invite only. We're gonna try and push now because Verstappen's right behind us. Like ages ago. It's rich now. That shouldn't be enough, but with a bit of DRS, you can see him overtaking us. Gonna try and set qualifying laps rather than look after the engine now. I don't think there's a way to swap engine because of course we have 4 engines we can use this season. However, I think they, after Spa it's changing, so McLaren Honda have the benefit of an extra engine. So good, they've really changed some of the rules. We don't get these stupid 20 grid place penalties now, which is really good. And that's coming in before Spa or after Spa, I forgot. In fact, I'm going to keep it in standard as well there. But yes, we've really shown our pace on this lap. When we try and push, we have got the pace. I just haven't really been pushing. Maybe that's what I should do more. Because, I mean, you just saw we took a second out of Ricciardo, gained a second on Verstappen, we messed up this last corner. What lap time we get? That's not too far off our PB, is it? Well, I can't PB for race 27.1. It's not brilliant, but it'll do. This is his second time with lap Maldonado. He must have issues because he's going so slow. Meaning we should see Massa soon. On a mini map. Actually, I have to say, putting it into lead does mean we can do a couple of laps of standard, which is nice. So much we saved, guys. So we would have filled it up, so we had a couple of laps of rich mixture and the rest of just like whatever really, but clearly we've saved an awful lot of fuel by doing what we've been doing. Let's go up into rich and try and set a qualifying-esque lap. points on the qualifying as first corner. Oh wow, I somehow managed to hold that. I was like, oh my god, am I going to come off? I'm amazed how well we've done in this race though. 6th is not too bad. Consistency's not that good. Some corners I end up going much slower than I can do. I know I could have gone so much faster out of that corner. I seem to be okay at this one. And this one I think I'm okay at, but it's quite an easy corner. I should have set my online status to, my Steam status to offline, but oh well. Ooh, come on. Decent. Wouldn't be surprised if we... No, not faster. There we go. 6th place. Wow, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alonso doesn't seem to be happy because for whatever reason 6th isn't good enough for him. It should be. But
another win for the
it isn't.
team. What a car they've got this year.
Oh, well it looks like.
Brilliant race, and one that you can tell the fans really enjoyed.
Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
Well, it looks like Nico Rosberg and Kimi Räikkönen both got penalties. I mean, they will really drop down the grid. They're 2 times 10 seconds. So, yeah. Jenson Button also got points, which is fantastic. Got 27-1, that's not too bad overall really. That's kind of our area. You can see the times kind of determined on how fast or slow you're going to be. Where did Felipe Massa finish in the end? Did he just end up retiring? Maybe he did. Yeah, he did. Oh, got disqualified, so did Vettel. Oh, very interesting. Maybe some of the people's... some people were unlucky, our fortune. We were able to get up into 6th, from 8th on the grid, meaning we gained positions, which was really good. Jenson gained a ton of positions. He's started 14th, finished 8th. Look at the Drivers' Championship. You can see we now have 9 points. The notorious McLaren Honda. We are up to P10 in the championship. Got JB, he's got 5 points. I mean, altogether we've got 14 points. It's not too bad. We could be looking at a top 5 finish, and I think I might have said a top 5 would be good overall. I think that's what I said. I mean, really, we should be, well, we should be second last, really, after Mana Marussia. So, that's kind of our position. So we've obviously got some good solid points. I'm pleased about that. If we only had my points, we would be in P9, I think. Would we be P9? Yeah, no, 8. We would be in P8. But otherwise, no, still, it's going pretty well. So let's just advance. And the next race is Monaco. Monaco could be good. Of course, our driver objective is to finish top 11, which I think is a fair... That's fair, but it's unrealistic. Maybe it's fair for someone like me who's perhaps a little bit faster than your average legend AI, so... I don't know. We have got Monaco next, and I've got to say, I am looking forward to Monaco. Only if, well, the thing with Monaco is it doesn't matter that we have poor straight line speed. I mean, theoretically it does, because if you have a poor overall package like the Mana Marussia, you're not going to do that well. But our package is pretty good in the corners. I mean, you saw how much faster we could go in the corners in the AI, so all the other teams, not to say the AI, so our chassis is good. Anyway guys, that's been episode 5, I believe. And now we're going to go on to episode 6. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.